The deeper you get into preparedness and you learn about nutrition as part of your overall system of strategy for food preparedness, I must say that you're going to run into something called phytates. And phytates are going to rock your world because you're going to see something, you're going to learn something that you probably never knew before. And unless you're really into nutrition or you're a nutritionist yourself, a dietitian maybe, you're never going to really come across this word, phytates, Phytates. And I've talked about this several times on the channel, but it's been a while, and so I thought, you know what, I've had some requests from people to talk about different topics on food storage, and I think we need to really cover this once more. Phytates are found in whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. And the problem with them is that they tend to bind with dietary minerals, such as iron, zinc, manganese, magnesium, and calcium, as well as a few other minerals. This can cause, over time, mineral deficiencies, and it can make a very inefficient way to eat. Because over time, you're going to want to eat more because your body is going to be nutrient deficient. And so, yeah, phytates is going to be something of concern for preppers. You're not going to eat your whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds with a whole host of other foods that contain the bulk of your dietary minerals. And so there is a way around this to a large degree. I'm not saying to just not eat those foods, because for the most part, most of those foods are healthy and good to eat, with the exception, in my opinion, of some of the whole grains that contain the gluten. But what I have to say here is that the solution is a little bit uncomfortable for some people, but here it is. And that is simply 2 to 4 hours after your main meal, once you have that main meal basically digest and mostly processed, then it is safe to have your phytates so they don't bind with those minerals in that previous meal. Now, once you have some phytates, you want to wait 2 to 4 hours before you have anything else that has any type of dietary minerals. So that is kind of how it works there. And of course, everybody digests their food at a different time period. That's why I have the window of 2 to 4 hours. So just a heads up on this. When you're putting together a food supply, you want to be aware of when you eat your whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds in relation to other foods. Now, there are some foods that don't have much at all when it comes to dietary minerals, so you may be able to eat those with your foods that have phytates and so forth. But when you're talking about foods that are rich in dietary minerals, you want to be very careful when you consume your phytates. As always, thanks for checking the video out. I'll catch you later.